Hi, I'm Latangela Newsom, and I'm sorry that Andy and I couldn't be together today, but I'm here to still read the third chapter of Military Bratz, which is called A Brat's Life. Hopefully, you guys have read the first and second chapter, so you're up to speed. We're going to read A Brat's Life, where we are just introduced to the cyberbully. After a restless night's sleep, Wiz was exhausted. He walked into the lunchroom with his shoulders drooped and a somber expression on his face. The band members all looked at each other with questioning glances, but each one shrugged in turn. None of them knew what the problem might be. Tiff was the first to speak. "What's up with you, Wiz?" she asked. "You seem down today, my friend," said Papa. "After you guys left last night, my dad had a talk with my brother and me. He just received news that we're to be stationed in Okinawa. We leave for Japan next month." Wiz couldn't hide the sadness he felt. The band was shocked into silence by the news. After a few minutes, Lyric cried, "This can't be happening. No, you can't leave us," said Ditto. "You can't." "I have to, guys. We've all been through this before. We're military brats," Wiz reminded them. "Yeah, and that's the hardest part about being a brat, leaving friends behind," said Styx. "But we're best friends, and we make great music together. We make people happy with our music," said Lyric. "I can email new music tracks, and we always have the Brat Chat where we can keep in touch," Wiz said. He managed the Brat Chat, an online community where kids of the military could socialize and share stories and music. "Our friendship is too important for us to lose it. If we're determined, we can keep it together. It'll be okay, guys," Wiz added. "You're right, Wiz," said Tiff. "It won't be the same as having you here, but our friendship will survive this. It just has to." Everyone nodded their agreement. It was bad news, but they knew they could keep their friendship strong with just a little effort. So they started feeling better about it all. "There's something else my dad talked to Soldier and me about," Wiz said. Everyone turned their attention back to him. They were nervous about hearing the rest of his news, so no one said anything. Reluctantly, Wiz said, "My dad knows how much I love my computers and how much time we all spend on the Brat Chat, talking to our friends and sharing our songs. Lately, he's been hearing a lot in the news about kids being bullied online and in real life. He was concerned that maybe I'd experienced something like that, or knew kids who had." "Bullied?" asked Styx. "You mean like kids being mean to each other for no reason?" "Or no good reason," added Papa. "It's been happening everywhere. I was reading a few stories about bullies at my old school in London, but I don't remember it being like that when I was there." "That's not cool. Not cool," said Ditto. Everyone nodded in agreement. "My mom asked me about it too," said Lyric. "She said all the adults are concerned, and since we just received all those new computers for the school, Principal Wiggins is thinking about holding an assembly to address online bullying. I'm sure glad we're all friends at our school and in our town," said Tiff. "All the kids here think it's stupid to be mean," said Styx. "Yeah, that's because it's way more fun to have friends," said Tiff. "Who wants to be miserable and alone?" "This doesn't make sense, guys. Just doesn't make sense." "What do you think is happening?" asked Ditto. "This may sound far-fetched, and I won't blame you if you're skeptical. I was too when I first heard the rumors. But now, with all this stuff in the news, it has me thinking," said Wiz, as he scratched his head and gazed off in deep thought. "Thinking about what, Wiz? You're freaking me out," said Tiff. Wiz hesitated to tell his friends what he knew. The guys in the computer club have always joked about an old legend in the computer world. It's said that when engineers first invented the computer and were developing the web, they encountered all kinds of viruses. They're pesky little boogers now, so you can imagine how much of a problem they were when the technology was first being discovered. The engineers were able to eliminate most of the viruses as they came along, but some can still destroy computers today. However, there is said to be one particular mutant virus that could build immunities against all the antivirus software that's been developed. Each time it's been eliminated, it would resurface, nastier than ever. This supposed virus is said to have taken on a personality its own, kind of like a living, breathing, evil creature. It can invade personal accounts, leave nasty comments on people's profiles, break up friendships, and make people feel bad about themselves. It's like it was infecting the web, and therefore the world. Because no one was aware that it existed, they blamed each other. It's said that all of the negative energy from the virus prevents people from making new friends. It drains them of their happiness, and they no longer have self-confidence. Eventually, people are so unhappy, they become bullies themselves. It is said that the virus wants to infect everyone and create an army of bullies to run the world. This virus is called cyberbully. Once we all start losing self-confidence and stop being friends, then no one will be happy ever again. Cyberbully will have won. If it's true, we have to do something about it. If it's true, Cyberbully is starting his mission with the kids, Wiz said. So, do you believe the legend? Asked Tiff. I don't know, Tiff. It just sounds possible, now more than ever. Well, even if it is true, what can we do about it? You said yourself the antivirus won't destroy him forever, said Sticks. That's because the real antivirus is beyond the power of software. The real antivirus, which will destroy Cyberbully forever, is positive energy, said Wiz. Say what? Asked Sticks. Positive energy, Wiz repeated. The more people spread positive energy, the more negative energy will be canceled, making Cyberbully's mission impossible to complete. How do we spread more positive energy? Asked Papa. We can start by being nice to one another, doing good things, and encouraging others to do the same, said Wiz. Our music is a good example of positive energy. Kids are always telling me how they love our songs about friendships and good times. They say it makes them happy, and that our songs bring them together with their friends, said Lyric. Right, so that's what we'll do. We'll continue to make great positive music to share. We'll make this fundraiser the best ever. The playground is even more important now. It's where all the kids in this town love to gather and play together. We have to make it awesome. It will remind everyone to get along and have a great time, said Tiff. Yeah, it'll be a celebration of our town and all the friendships here, said Papa. Speaking of far-fetched ideas, I have another one for you guys, said Tiff, with some hesitation. You've heard about the big contest that's coming up, right? The big online search for the next hit band? Asked Lyric. Yes. The winner will be given a major recording contract and a world tour. Imagine if we won that contest. The world could hear our music and we could spread positive energy everywhere, whether Cyberbully is real or not. I think it's important to reach as many people as we can with this positive energy idea. We can't ignore what's happening to kids. Each concert would get the message out more and more. Maybe this way we can stay together also. Wiz, you can manage the band's online presence. We'll need you more than ever if we're touring worldwide. Plus, we'll be able to see you. Japan is one of the stops on the tour. It can work, guys. What do you think? Asked Tiff. They were a bit overwhelmed. So much was happening and they weren't sure what to think. Well, guys, we don't know if the legend of Cyberbully is true or not, but one thing's for sure. We have to find out what's going on and help put a stop to it, said Wiz. We can't risk that thing taking over our town or even our world. It's disgusting what's going on. Of course it is, agreed Lyric. But what will our parents say? They'll never let us go on a world tour. Maybe before they would have said no. But I think if we can make them understand our mission, they'll agree it's important. Think about it. Our parents' jobs in the military make the world a safer place for us all, and they're honored to do them. We look up to them for that. They've raised us to always do what we can to help others and do our part in our community. They have to understand, said Ditto convincingly. That's wisdom right there, my brother, said Papa in his usual cool tone. No doubt, Sticks added. They all thought Ditto had made a very strong point. It's going to be hard for our parents to argue with that, said Wiz. Plus, my aunt works in the record business. She's managing a couple of bands right now, and she's asked me about our band before. She really likes our songs. Maybe she can chaperone the tour if we win the contest. I'm sure that will make our parents more comfortable, said Papa. Absolutely, said Wiz. I think we've got a plan, guys. I'm going to put a bulletin on Brat Chat to let everyone know about the fundraiser. I'll explain that we're going to talk about all the bullying that's happening. Even though we don't have that issue here, we can still make everyone aware. And everyone can find ways to help make it better. The more positive energy, the better. Cool. I can print out some flyers in the computer lab and we can start posting them around town right after school. We need everyone's support, said Lyric. Yeah, and we have to start rehearsing the show soon, too. So let's not waste any time, said Sticks.